Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about Chapter 7, Part 5. Educators typically use the phrase at risk primarily in reference to students who have a high probability of dropping out, but in this section of the book, they used it as a bit more of a broad generalization of students who have significant social or emotional problems as well. Now, in reference to these students that we are going to call at risk, a teacher should always be on the lookout for students that previously or currently may be facing challenges at home. Families provide a great deal of guidance, encouragement, support, and resources that students generally need to succeed in school and the outside world. But in saying this, that doesn't mean that students have to have support from parents at home because children are able to overcome these adversities and succeed in school. There are all different types of parents out there and parenting styles, and your students aren't all going to have the greatest home lives. But this puts a substantial barrier on some children's education. So it can also be a cause of emotional, behavioral, and social problems for the student. But the good news is that schools, faculty, and staff are also able to provide whatever support systems are available at that school. Government programs and local agencies are always willing to help families in need, but the important thing is that teachers need to be aware of this and keep a lookout for these types of situations. Teachers can also reach out to parents who don't seem to be involved by sending out newsletters, scheduling parent teacher conferences, and parent group discussions. The most important thing is to remain neutral and non judgmental in these types of situations. No parent wants to hear that their parenting style is wrong. A very important thing that I want to point out is that sometimes a child's behavior is the result of the parenting rather than the cause of the parenting. So you have to be careful to not always blame a child's behavior on a parent's practice. So at the same time, teachers must also look out for possible child mistreatment in their classroom. Average children who are neglected or abused have significant effects on the child's social and personal development. Some signs that you may see as a teacher are poor social skills, low school achievement, self esteem issues, aggression, anger, defensiveness, depression, anxiousness, or defiance. But as teachers, we are morally and legally obligated to report any cases of child neglectment. Fortunately, most children and adolescents are what we call resilient students. These students acquire characteristics and coping skills that help them rise above their adverse circumstances and are still able to succeed.